Welcome to Reelfishinguk. In this video we do something a little bit different. We head out to sea and we're targeting shark, and the species of shark we're after are tope. Haven't really done this type of fishing before. I mean, I have been out at sea mackerel fishing and stuff like that, but nothing of this kind. So it wasn't going to be that easy, I didn't think. So did a little bit of research, spoke to a couple of people, and also I got a recommendation from a friend who has been out and started to go sea fishing a little bit more recently, and he recommended a charter called Random Harvest. So anyway, after seeing his results and hearing about it, we booked this up, and also we were lucky enough for him to join us, and you may know him from YouTube. His name's Chris Westley, and he makes fishing videos as well. Chris Wesley's fishing videos, and also it used to be formerly known as Fishing Dorset. But anyway, we headed out, and we weren't disappointed with his advice on this chart and also his help along the way, and we learnt a lot, and this is how we got on and also what we did. Once we boarded the boat and was on our way to the mark we were going to be fishing, we had the job of making up a chum mix, a rubby-dubby mix for the shark. And lucky enough, the chart that went out yesterday, mackerel fishing, had caught a few, so the skipper had saved them for us. So what we had to do is chop the mackerel into sections and then put them into a bucket. And basically what this was doing is to make a chum mix, a rubby-dubby, like a little spod mix really, if you compare it to carp fishing, that's what I could say. So we added all the blood, and we added some oil to this as well to make it really slick off. So once we'd done that, what the aim of it was to do to beat it all together. Also to this mix we added some halibut pellet from carp fishing, so we brought some of this along. Also it's really fishy, it's got a really strong smell, it can congeal with the oils and the blood, they'll take it all on. And one other thing that we added to it was oats, and I guess this was to kind of thicken it up a bit, so to speak, and the oats would also take on the flavour and leak through the water columns. The actual name for this is a rubby-dubby mix, which you hang over the side, and it's like a chummer mix. It attracts the sharks to the scent, and they can pick up the scent of the blood and stuff and that, and hopefully they'll move on to your fishing mark. That was the idea behind this mix, and as you can see here, it's really congealed and mixed up. Once that was made, we proceeded to set up the rods. We set up all the shark rods, and also we had to set up the mackerel rods. So the aim here was to catch some live baits, fresh baits for the hooks. We wasn't going to use them live, but to catch them, obviously the fresher the better, and obviously help attract the chart. Once we arrived at our spot, I had the lovely job of getting my hands in this, as you can see, and get it over the side. And once we put it over the side, you can see the kind of job it does. It's only touching the water lightly once it bobs up and down, but the scent it leaves behind the boat, as you're about to see, is like that was spod mix when you're spodding, if I compare it to carp fishing, but this scent would just attract them to the boat and hopefully to our spots. The next thing to do was catch some fresh bait, and as you can see here, we're about to do that, and once we had some, then it was time to get the shark rods out. Anyway, so I'll leave you with this, and also there'll be a few other bits coming up telling you what we did and whatnot, and I hope you enjoy the video.
So far we've had 6 tope, still got plenty of time, and what I'm going to do now is just talk you through the rig.
Right, the hook link that we've been using for the tope has been a £150 mono. The reason we're using that is we're lifting the fish onto the boat, so we need something that's going to restrain the weight of the fish, but also the shark have got very, very sharp teeth, so we need a hook link that's up to that job.
We're using a 10-0 hook, it's barbed, it's a very big hook, it's quite wide as well, so we're using quite a large bait, so it's going to help with the hook hold when the shark take the bait.
Also, we used to use wire as a trace, but it's not as kind to the fish, so we switched over to mono. I say as long as you use a decent £150 mono leader, the fish aren't going to bite through that, and it's going to be good enough to land the fish. Well, I'm just going to take a second just to show you the baits that we've been using. Just the 3 different ways that we're preparing the mackerel. One is simply just half a mackerel diagonally cut, loads of blood's going to leak out of that. Also got the successful mackerel flapper, quite a lot of fish have been caught on this as well. Loads of movement from this one, and that's going to leak out loads of attraction also. And something a little bit different, just slicing down the mackerel at offset just allows a really natural movement, and they're the 3 different ways that we're one of the rods has just gone off. They're the 3 ways that we're using mackerel as bait for the tope, so hopefully we can have a few more.
We're coming to the end of our video now. I'd just like to thank Chris and also Andy, the skipper of Random Harvest, for joining us on this video. And also I'm going to leave you with well, the best part of the trip. I've saved it for last, so take a look at this. It was definitely something special, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.